News headlines. New Israeli airstrike on targets in Syria. Denying the testimony of Sardar Qaani and Amir Kurdistan in Syria. The number of US corona victims exceeded China. Corona's death toll has risen to 837 in the last 24 hours in Italy. New Israeli airstrike on targets in Syria. Reports of an airstrike on the Shia-based near homes in central Syria. Syria says its defense has intercepted and destroyed several Israeli missiles. The Syrian-based Observatory for Human Rights, based in London, which closely follows Syrian events, says in addition to its intelligence-based Iranian packaged military centers near homes are also targeted. Lebanese Hezbollah-affiliated Al-Mayadin network says targets were bombed in eastern homes. Offensive aircrafts from Lebanon are said to have attacked their targets. According to the official Syrian news agency, the attack took place at 8:30 p.m. local time. Israel has not officially taken a position on operation. The soldiers are the base that the US targeted in response to the chemical attacks by Bashar al-Assad's regime on cruise missiles. Israel has carried out hundreds of airstrikes in Syria in recent years, targeting Iranian forces and militias backed by the Islamic Republic, especially Hezbollah in Lebanon, officials said. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has repeatedly stated publicly that he will not allow Iranian and Lebanese forces to establish permanent base in Syria. Mr. Netanyahu also has the support of US President Donald Trump, denying the testimony of Sardar Qaani and Amir Kurdistan in Syria. Following Israel attacks on bases in Syria tonight, some media reported that the testimony of Sardar Qaani and Amir Kurdistan, which was denied. Saudi Arabia-based Iran media correspondent quoted two Arab sources as saying the testimony of commander of the Quds Force Israel and Amir Kurdistan in Israel. Arab Jewish media are rumored to have testified about Sardar Qaani's testimony when Iraqi government source Russia Elam announced on Tuesday the secret visit of Commander Ismail Qaani, the commander of the group, to the Iraqi capital Baghdad. According to the report, Sardar Qaani met with Iraqi officials on a trip to Baghdad. According to the report, Sardar Qaani met with the Iraqi officials on a trip to Baghdad. In recent days, the United States has begun to move in region and has snapped the Iraqi military involvement. Karim Alavi, a member of Iraqi Parliament's Nation Security Commissions, said the main purpose of recent US moves on Iraqi soil was to push for Adnan al-Zarafi to become prime minister. According to the Iraqi envoy, Adnan al-Zarafi supported the actions of elements of American jokers in Najaf province and paid them monthly. At the same time, a spokesman for Hezbollah Iraq's Khatib said that we are destroying any American plan. The number of US corona victims exceeded China. US President Donald Trump says, according to prediction models that experts have put forward, it is possible that up to 100 or 240 Americans will die from COVID-19 disease. But he hopes that these predictions will come true, given the people's warnings. He also announced that the production of this device at 11 plants and the preparation of new corona tests, which will be announced within minutes, while 3 out of every 4 Americans have now been ordered to stay home. The number of victims of coronavirus in the country has exceeded the number of death tolls in China by more than 3,400. The United States now has more than 175 people with coronavirus, which is equal to the total number of patents in China and Spain. So now, 32 out of 50 US have ordered residents to take refuge in the area. The death toll from corona has risen to 837 in the last 24 hours in Italy. Health officials in Italy have confirmed that in the last 24 hours, 837 new cases of coronary deaths have been recorded in the country, with an overall death toll of 12,428, the highest coronary deaths in the world. 66 of the deaths were doctors. It also said that 77,635 new cases of corona were identified in the country last night. Yesterday, the statistics were similar to 1,648 people. The total number of people with coronary arteritis in the country is 6,300. The number of new infections per day was up to 4 days ago. Italy says that 15,729 patents have recorded till now.